Welcome back to the beach. This is Team Japan and the view right there as they are looking for Ryo Inaba to score out here. Ryo Inaba in the yellow jersey. And thanks for joining us. Kevin Delaney in the booth with Mike Latronic. And right now we're seeing Jordi Marie from South Africa in the white jersey. And Imai Devalt from Hawaii on the red jersey. So super strong teams in the water right now. Kai Hing from Australia is in the blue, and we'll recap all that. Some scores coming in. DeVault from Hawaii with a 1.4. Paddling back out, a surfer in yellow, Ryo Inaba, also our surfer in white, Jordi Marie from South Africa. So current standings look like that, and here's the colors. Imai Kalani, DeVault in red, Hawaii, Jordi Marie, Tahiti, actually from South Africa, he's in the white. Ryo Inaba is from Japan in yellow, and Kai Hing from Australia is our surfers. And there's Dr. Hing.
Yeah, Dr. Hing pulling a very good-looking left-hander there, able to get some rebound off that section there, find some green room on that last section, and kicks out. So good opener for the Aussie Kai Hing. Looks like there was a couple of waves ridden during the break. Nothing too substantial, a couple ins and outs, so no need to get too excited about what we missed, but Ryo Inaba did post a pretty good score, and all the other surfers' scores dropping in. So 17 minutes, 12 seconds remaining. There is our Japanese surfer paddling for yet another good wave. Takes the drop here. Let's see what he's got. He's got a nice carving cutback into the power section of the wave, kind of out on the face. Surprised he's not finding some lip out there. He really likes those cutbacks. A
lot of energy from the Japanese team as we see Inaba tearing it up.
Yeah, well, here's the wave we missed. This comes in around a mid-6, high-6, and there we go. There's some vertical lip action. He's mixing it all up. He's got a good repertoire, a lot of cutbacks, a lot of different stuff happening, including that nice air on the inside section. So really well done there for the Japanese. Scores himself a 6.5, and you know, with that combined with that last wave, he's going to be sitting pretty in the sort of the law of averages that, you know, there's going to be a champion. They're going to get it right, and you know, for sure Kaoli was a standout in that heat.
And here comes our current leader, Inaba from Japan.
Yeah, here we go. He's got a pretty sizable looking left. Looks like he's got a couple sections to work with there. Two really strong maneuvers on that wave. Not a good looking wave, you know. It wasn't like super lined up, but he really pulled it out to get two nice snaps on that wave.
All right, fantastic. Team Japan very happy with the standings. Very happy with 2 heats ago where Arai won that one, and Inaba in a great position. He's ahead with a 10.33. Kai Hing out of Australia is currently sitting in our second place spot with a single wave, and that's a 5.33. He needs a 5.51 to take the lead. Again, this is the Reprecharge round, so if you finish 3rd or 4th, you are done. You are out of the competition, and that is not the story that anybody wants to be part of. So Kai Hing currently sitting in 2nd, and Imai Devalt is, and our current leader is looking to replace a 4.33 as his low score.
Yeah, technically when you hear these scores coming in a little lower than what we've been used to seeing, it just really means the judges have recalibrated their scale, and you know, maybe 2 days ago 2 good maneuvers would get a 6 or a 7, and now it seems like this is the pièce de résistance. These are the expectations of the athletes on Ryo Inaba. Missing that first section, I'd actually surprised he's not kicking out of that wave, because once you miss that key first section, it's pretty much going to need a huge air at the end to get the good score. So nice surfing, but maybe a waste of time for the Japanese there.
And up and riding our surfer from South Africa, Jordi right now. Jordi Marie is posting a score right now. It looks pretty solid. He jumps up the leaderboard to 2nd place. In fact, he needs a 7.06 to win this thing. Only the top 2 surfers remain in this competition.
Here's a big paddle battle. Imai just muscling his way into this right-hander. Beautiful 360 off the lip. Nice work. Let's see if he can get a second maneuver. You know, that's not going to help his cause. He's surfing sloppy right now. Beautiful first turn, but really would have paid off to get some extra points there on the inside section. Here goes your heat leader again, Kai Hing, showing why he's in first place in this heat. Nice backside off the lip, and he's trying to get a little creative now. He knows he's got 2 decent scores. You know, the Australian team in the lead, and if they get a third, and if they
you know, birds changing direction in the air. They are all clustering to try to find that peak. They let Inaba grab it. He chooses not to get in. Looked a little bit soft, but up and riding is actually our South African surfer, Marie, who needs a score. He's in 4th.
Yeah, pretty good strategy for Marie to sit well inside of the 3 guys out there. The 3 guys are pretty much canceling each other out for those first waves, and Marie's just in perfect position. I don't know if that was tactical or the Japanese surfer thought he's going to want to get busy to try to get rid of that score with a better score. So still up in the air. You know, there's still a lot to be decided. Nobody's really run away with this heat.
Jordan Marie's last wave was a 2.93, so it did not change his scoring line.
10-point air right now, but nonetheless tried to stick a big one. So yeah, Kai Hing from Australia, another Aussie making it through with Team Japan in 2nd place. Great finish for the Japanese and the Australian.
No doubt. So they keep their numbers intact as we conclude heat number 2 here in Repertoire 8. That's the boys under 16, and it is time to say goodbye to our surfer DeVault as well as Jordy Marie. Inaba, surfer from Japan.
Yeah, this guy's been impressing me all contest long, just super smooth. He says one of his favorite surfers is Kalani Robb, and if Kalani's out there watching, then he can feel pretty good that he's doing a good job of holding his name in style and grace. So there's, again, another great snap by the Japanese surfer. I think this was his low score, but 2 good snaps to put him in the 2nd place on that 2nd score. And Hing just had some of the better waves. He surfed them really well, really standard, solid surfing by the Australian. Didn't make as many mistakes, and really maintained his lead the whole heat.
So staying away from the sun and keeping their skin nice and young. These surfers out there enjoying the action, and when we come back, more surfing action from the 2013 Dakine ISA World Junior Surfing Championships presented by Billabong. Stay with us. We are in the boys under 16 Repertoire 9, so these guys fighting for their lives out here in their do-or-die battle against the best surfers still around in the contest. Of course, 2 surfers in each division have already qualified themselves into the final for tomorrow, and the rest are kind of duking it out to figure out who can join them for that big heat tomorrow. Right now in the water, it is a Kai Hing in red who has posted nothing. We haven't seen any scores come in yet, so we're just laying it down by the way the bibs are assigned. Kai Hing from Australia in red, Jake Marshall from the USA in white, Griffin Colapinto also from the USA in yellow, and Reo Inabe from Japan in blue. You take a look at the color coding right there, and proper spelling for all of their names.
Yeah, a lot of momentum. Aerial tactic here in this heat where he's really going to need it. So up and riding, this is our Japanese surfer posting a beautiful snap off the top. Wow, look at that. Smooth like butter. That was a really cool follow-up to that nice off the lip. So not sure, you know, the sun passed on his rail and got his board way up there. So here goes Hing. He's throwing it into the lip there, unsuccessful. He knows he needs to get some lip time here. He's got his work cut out for him, because every single one of these surfers know it's playtime. This is the repecharge. If you don't keep going, you go nowhere.
So, wow, there's some great surfing from Marshall, young Jake Marshall for the USA, getting
in first place. Look at this, that beautiful vertical snap followed by this seamless backside rotation. Didn't really get his board up on that last one or complete that last maneuver, but good job by the Japanese surfer.
Yellow kicking out. Griffin Colapinto decides not to try his wares on that wave. This really difficult to pick the right wave right here because the scoring opportunity.
That is the almighty, all-important job of these surfers, and we're looking at this right-hander for Inabu. Goes for a trick. not gonna factor into what he needs. Probably already has 2 waves better than that. So here goes the Aussie racing down the line. He's throwing a little bit of disco into that. He had a nice little kind of quick 180 rotation. And, you know, instead of doing a standard snap, he definitely threw some flair into that wave.
So having a look at the paddle out, well, we're seeing our server from Japan. Style and power combined together. Can he land this one and get out of it? Trying to crawl up, and it looks like he does.
Yeah, wow, that was some really contortionist stuff right there. I don't know if we're going to get a replay of that, but I'd like to see that again. That was, you know, I think he was laying on his board completely and managed to get up. Not sure if it's going to be a big score by virtue of such a small wave. There's a nice looking view. Here he goes. So he gets that first off the lip there, almost planks it and pearls, but that little second layback is just pretty interesting how he's able to contort, get back up on it, and stand up and say, hey, judges, I rode out of that.
And judges taking quick note of that as we see our surfer, both our USA event here in Nicaragua, up and riding. This is going to be our surfer in blue, Inaba from Japan.
Inaba from Japan is really, you know, I'm actually looking forward. Every time he paddles for a wave, I'm looking forward to what he's going to do. Nice air 360 rotation on that little wave. Only a 1 maneuver wave. I wish I could tell you whether he needed it or not, but you know, quite possibly could edge out one of his earlier scores.
Paddling back out, see what else he can do. Ryo Inaba has been very impressive, and Jake Marshall in white out there, Griffin Colapinto from USA in yellow, and Kai Hing in red. So we cannot tell you right now what the score breakdown is. We do not have that information. So we're just going to be watching the surfers and trying to play the memory game of who did what when. Paddling in from far, and out early. So Jake Marshall took the bait on that one, and Inaba is off doing his work on the side.
Yeah, Inaba's got a really good flow going right now. He's you know, just like the rest of the guys, finding some short waves. I'd love to see a little bit more playing field for these guys to work with, only because I love to watch them surf. But good quick work there by the Japanese. Big bottom turn, does a nice crack off the lip there, followed up seamlessly by a little air landing there. So nice. Not sure what we got for scores. Actually, we got Chris Ernst in here helping us out. What do we got there, Kev?
Yeah, we're doing some hand deliveries here. Hing is your current leader in red. He's got an 8.97 score. Still waiting to come in for Inaba though, so we gotta wait for that to come in. He's sitting on a 6.67. This sheet, you know, handwritten that just gave me is probably a little bit old by now. Colapinto and Marshall sitting 3rd and 4th respectively, and I know there's some scores coming in. So
when you said Hing had an 8.97, I almost just freaked out because I was like, wow, I did not see an 8-point ride yet, but that's his combined total.
A lot on the line as we come up to 8.5 minutes.
Well, as you can see, it looks like most surfers swarmed over to the north side again. We got a little bit of a paddle battle here with Kai Hing looking at this right-hander. Let's see, now he gives it up, and there was Griffith Colapinto. No ride on that wave, and they're going to be hunting and pecking, trying to find some open face. Let's see if Hing chooses this one. Well, he doesn't, so camera dissolves into the hard work of yet another camera operator on the beach. Got the ponchos on because we got a little bit of drizzle going today. Not the roasting sunny days we've been seeing here, but here's Ryo Inaba just roasting the top off of this wave. Really hot surfing by the Japanese surfer. Again, another good ride. So what do we got there on the right? Big air attempt, no land, and here's Griffith Colapinto throwing it up vertical there on that last section.
So I mentioned one of the times it was about 8.5 minutes when the clock on your screen showed 6.5 minutes. So we're trying to figure out which one of those is exactly correct. But right now it's the time on your screen is the one that's most accurate since we're all watching that. Yellow surfer is paddling back out. Griffin Colapinto just finished up. So we're looking at the clock on your screen that you're viewing at home with us is looking good. At this stage, it is Inaba in the lead. It is Kai Hing in second. He needs a 7.94. Yellow is our surfer, Colapinto. Needs a 3.97. He's paddling back after a wave that just might have squeaked one in. And surfer in white, that's Jake Marshall, is currently in 4th.
Yeah, Jake, really important wave this wave because Kai Hing would have just increased his second place finish over Colapinto and havoc into the score line today. Here's some replays. Here's Inaba doing one of those beautiful floater to air snaps that he's doing. It's almost like it's easy to take those for granted, but he keeps making
in the lead and Hing in second, but there were some waves dropped by the rest of the USA surfers, but they could be in trouble. Let's take a look at some of the replays from this last round.
All right, Inaba started off well with that vertical off the top into that beautiful rotation 360. Hing got his feet wet on this wave, got some lip time there, and then Colapinto may have been right on his tail with moves like that, and then Hing pulled that disco move. I like that thing. That was really different. You know, I think the variety factor on that helped him. So Inaba just kept up those really solid. Jake Marshall made a late run. That was one of two pretty good backside waves he had at the end. So we are now off to commercial. We'll be right back for the 2013.
Congratulations. It looked like a highly contested heat out there. Looked really challenging. How are your thoughts on the heat?
Yeah, like everybody was super ripping. Everybody saw super good. So like that was really hard heat. But luckily I got a couple good waves. So yeah, that was good.
You consistently say lucky, but I think that's a lot of your skill involved right there. Now you have some, you're going to be in the final now. You have, what are your goals for the final?
Win. Yeah, win and get the gold.
You can see right there from Rio's smile, he's pretty happy to be in that final, representing Japan right here with this massive flag. The Japanese really have been charging in this event quietly, and you're letting your surfer do the action. Rio, congratulations. Good luck in your next round.
The land of the rising sun, going on to the Repicharge finals, not the full finals. He has one more battle. He's already lost once a couple days ago, and now he's going to fight for his right to represent